Hello, my beautiful Facebook community. I am going live on my actual Facebook page for the first time in a while. I have been going live a ton in my private Facebook group, the Activated Woman Collective, but I haven't gone live here in a while, and I just wanted to show my face again, say, hey, how's it going? I'm Taylor, this is me in my vibe, and I have been having some really fantastic conversations lately, and I wanted to bring it here to my Facebook friends, my Facebook page. I think it's not a page, it's like a regular Facebook. I don't know what they're called, technology, I don't know. But I wanted to come on here and talk about the main things that I see my clients struggle with when they first come to me, and the main things that need to be healed immediately before they can begin to really let love back into their lives. And there are some deep, shameful limiting beliefs, some painful limiting beliefs that are actually holding these women back from receiving more love. And the first one is always the need, the absolute need, and I hate that word need, but the need to heal their relationship with men and the masculine. So many women on this planet right now are just so angry at men. And for a lot of reasons, rightfully so. They feel like they cannot trust men, that men will harm them. There's a lot of heartbreak, both in the private life, the intimate life of women, in the familial life of women, but also in the collective, right? Like what is going on in Iran right now, even what is going on in Russia right now, what's going on in Korea, right? Like we have all these things, what's happening politically in the United States. A lot of it is very like toxic, patriarchal behavior. That's the best word I can think of without getting too political. But so the anger really persists, the overturn of Roe v. Wade in the USA, right? Like women are angry. And it's very hard to receive a beautiful, divine, masculine partner, male partner. I'm speaking about men specifically because that is what most of the women are coming to me for, is a male partner. We have to heal that first before we can ever be okay with allowing another man into our life. It's so simple and yet so complicated. So that's the first thing that has to take place. And then the next thing that I see is, and we work on, is healing your relationship with yourself. And I'm so I'm so juiced up talking about this today and like bringing it here, because like I said, I've been going live all over the place in my private groups and communities, but not on my like regular page. So that's exciting. But healing your relationship with yourself, you know, like I have women come to me in these connection calls and they're like, I don't really know that love or dating is my priority right now, but I'm like, you're here for a reason, so let's talk about that. And there's always this like deep sense of unworthiness, an unwillingness and unavailability to receive the masculine, to receive the love, to be able to receive the onpouring of attention. And in a similar way to perfectionism, many women are afraid that if they enter a relationship with a man, it's actually going to be a letdown, be disappointing, and then affirm their deep belief that they're not worthy. They're putting their worthiness into the hands of somebody else instead of standing up and claiming that they're the prize and they're the treasure to be won. And that's a beautiful, fun dance that we can do, and yet we're choosing to not do it. And so that is something that, you know, it's like, okay, I can have a dating and love program, right? I can teach all the dating and love, step 1, step 2, step 3, but the core of everything is how you feel about you. How deeply do you believe that you're worthy of love? How deeply do you believe that you're worthy of receiving the type of love that you've always dreamed existed? Have you given up on that dream? Do you just assume it doesn't exist and the men are disappointing, right? Which goes back to our number one, healing our relationship with the masculine, with men. Being able to trust them again. But it comes back to you and how you feel about you and what you're available for, what your standards are, how deeply you hold your boundaries from a place of love and respect for yourself. And we've all done it. We have all lost that innate sense of worthiness at some point where we like let somebody else depict our worthiness. And we fell into that trap of I'm not worthy because my partner's not showing up anymore and not taking me out on dates anymore, or the guy that I really like doesn't want me. And so we put our worthiness into them, which is why this is like number 2 thing that has to happen. 1, healing your relationship with the men. I say 1 on that because it's on a collective level, and you have to trust your own inner masculine as well. And then number 2 is your relationship with yourself and how deeply worthy you believe you are of having the best of the best and becoming that woman. That is number 2. And there's so many more things, and I want to talk about them all, but I've been talking a lot about them in my private Facebook group, the Activated Woman Collective. So if you want to dive deeper into this work, definitely go over there and start binge watching some of those videos. There are more coming probably every single day because I'm so juiced up and jazzed up on this topic right now, because my clients are getting incredible results doing this work that I'm teaching them. I get incredible results doing this work that I am teaching, and it is next level. So for those who have done my programs before, those who have been in my sphere, in my email list, in my free groups, in my paid groups, in my private coaching, like, you know that work is incredible. This is next level. So I often also see number 3 is I don't think that, like, love and relationship right now is just not my priority, and I just need to get that bag. I need to get the money. I need to get the career, and I'll deal with that later. That's not important. And I just want to also say here, the center of everything is love. So if you're putting like love on the back burner, like, you don't need it to be with another person. Like, love is the center of it all and the center of you, right? So if you're putting that on the back burner, you're also putting money and success on the back burner too, because it's from a deep place of scarcity that you don't believe that you get to have it all, that it has to be one or the other. But what would happen if you had this flirty, delicious relationship with your success, with your clients, with your money, with your business? What would happen if you were able to receive and let the love in? Or like even a relationship, if it is deeply what you want and you really do discover that on a deep level, conscious relationships will always, always, always put you up onto the next level of you. They will always trigger you and open you deeper to receiving more of what's possible. So what if you haven't been able to receive the money and the finances and the wealth and the abundance that you're craving because you're not able to receive love as a whole? And I want that to really, really land, because that is one of the most profound experiences that I have seen within myself and my clients doing this work around love. And I have to say, I have always had the most resistance in coaching around love and relationship. I've always had resistance around this, even though it's so clearly my zone of genius, like Libra Sun, Libra Venus, Libra 7th house, which for those of you who don't know, 7th house is the house of relationship, marriage, and love. Like, I am Libra, goddess, queen, Aphrodite, all over the place. Love is my zone of genius, and I always had resistance to teaching it because we live in this very, like Aquarian, age of Aquarius world where it's like, it's not about love. This is about money and success, money and success, money and success. But where are we separating that love is not important because that's like success is what's important? Why are we assuming that that's different? Why do we think that having love in our life and being love and embodying love is different than the success? Why are we choosing rigidity and coldness and closing down so that we can be bad bitches and be successful and rich, instead of also being tender and open and loving and receiving as well? This is success like a woman, by the way. Not closing down, but actually opening deeper to the possibility of love, the possibility of wealth in a different way than you've ever imagined, in a better way than you've ever imagined, the fullness of life, right? So this conversation is so good. It's so juicy. It's so deep. And it is going deeper in my Facebook group. If you're not in it, go get in it. There's a link somewhere around here. Get in the Facebook group. We are having amazing conversations about what it truly means to be love, to create love, to invite in love, to love yourself on such a level that you never have to settle again. You never have to settle for the love bombing in the beginning and the flighty, creative, all over the place man who's really deeply in his feminine and forces you to be in your masculine and take control and move towards him. No, we're doing it completely different. And I don't want to give away too much here because I want to respect the people in my community, but come on over. Come join the conversation. We are creating success like women, and love is the way to do it. Come over to the Facebook community, and you guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you soon.